Welcome back to Popes and Pioneers. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV. We're still playing as Finland, going for our Finnish Line achievement. Having to take a contiguous, I should stop saying that word, strip of land. All finished down to the Cape, maybe? And, excuse me. We finally are starting to make some sort of progress, at least something that looks like progress. We managed to declare independence against the Swedes, and now in our independence war, which has been going just great so far. Did we? I mean, probably lost some troops to attrition. Did we even fight a battle? I mean, other people did. We look at casualties here. We have 2,110 casualties, out of which 2,110 are from attrition. So no, we did not fight in any battles with our troops. We did fight a little bit with our boats, sinking some navies, and we're now sieging down Stockholm. Technically Rostov is sieging down Stockholm, but since their overlord Muscovy does not want Stockholm, they're gonna hand that over to us. And we're sieging down Kalmar. Again, it's not us. No, it is actually us. Never mind, that is us. We are sieging down Kalmar, so we're gonna get that. Elfsborg is gonna flip over to the Danes. I'm sure the Danes want it and they're not gonna give it to us. Seems likely. But I can't just mark that now, right? It's not gonna work out. No. Still. It's fine, we can't take all the land anyway. The bigger issue, assuming we just easily win this war, which it does seem like we might, is going to be to get enough war score to actually take a bunch of land. And then issue number 2, I've already talked about before, is going to be the question of how much do we annoy our friends by taking a bunch of land and not giving them anything. Because 1, I want land, and 2, I don't want to give them any. And both have reasons. I mean, the reason why I would want land is, I assume it's obvious. The reason I don't want to give them any is that it's going to be so much harder for us to grab that land later. Because it won't be owned by a weak Sweden, which we should probably leave after, it's probably going to be left after this war, but rather by a strong, say, Denmark or Muscovy. And taking land from Muscovy is going to be a lot harder than just taking it from Sweden. Eventually we're going to take the land from Muscovy anyway. So it's a temporary thing. But it is a temporary thing that's going to be kind of relevant. One other thing that's going to be slightly annoying is that when Bergenshus falls... Well, ideally what happens when Bergenshus falls is that the Norwegians, who are then essentially fully occupied, thanks to Trøndelag being owned by rebels, peace out. Maybe give a piece of, ideally, that would be absolute ideal, they give a piece of land to the Danes. Because, to the Swedes. Because 1, that's land we can potentially possibly take. 2, the land they have occupied becomes free for us to occupy. And 3, we don't have to worry, once we have all of Sweden occupied, that the Swedes have occupations elsewhere which stop them from surrendering. Which would be unfortunate. Is that a battle we want to take? It's probably not a battle we can avoid anymore. I should have thought through. Oh, I can. I'm gonna run. I don't want to fight that heavy. Yes, they didn't want to fight earlier, so that probably means that it's at least the AI considers it a safe fight. Or, for me, a safe fight. But... what was I saying? Right. The whole thing with the... that's gonna be a battle I want to partake in, I think. 2nd of February. Let's come out like that. Let's give it 1 day. Kind of want the Danes to be at the front of the battle. I talked about last episode how if we occupy 100% of Sweden after 5 years of war, then we automatically get a 100% war score. And I believe that's still true. However, if they have occupations, such as Bergenshus, then I think that counts against that. And suddenly I'm not considered to have full 100% occupation anymore, and therefore they're not gonna capitulate. And that would be very sad, obviously. Because then we actually have to deal with all these others. Also, there's Keltland here. And actual Orkney. Orkney being the main issue. Because that's obviously easy to occupy for the Brits. And while they have that, I think once again, we're not gonna get the full occupation thing going. I might be wrong with ally land, but I don't know that I am. I don't know that I am wrong. Yes. So Bergenshus has been taken. The Norwegians are not running from the war just yet. Haven't yet. But it might only be a matter of time. I do want to spend as many, that's why I moved so weirdly before here. I want to spend as much time as possible, or as many turns of the month as possible in enemy territory with my troops, standing still. So we get the loot bonus, whatever it's called. But right now I think it's more important to maybe consolidate here and be ready to beat up on the Finnish? The Finnish. Don't beat up the Finnish, beat up the Swedes. Kind of surprised that Norway isn't out yet. Surely you're on low. Oh, you're on medium still. That's crazy. That is... Huh. Oh, interesting. Big bet coming up here. And the Muscovite doesn't really know how to move their troops into that. I don't know that they want to. Weird troop movements. No, they don't. Would like to them to medic everybody in Smolensk. Sounds good to me. So we could run after these Swedish buggers. Not gonna do that. I'm just gonna turn off attachment. Everybody do whatever they wish. Find myself some nice place to loot. I'm really kind of looking for the Swedes to piece out the Norwegian. Maybe if they take Romsdal here and maybe even Helgoland, then they're just gonna do that. Would be good. For all the reasons I've outlined before. Don't know why Musky's not taking the battle. Did these guys tech up? They did not, so you still have the tech advantage. You should be okay taking that, Muscovy. I'm not sure why you're not. Give me that money. Oh, money. It's not tons of money, but it is some. And a ducat is a large amount for us. Our trade boats are actually back to being okay with trading here. Naval power must have shifted in such a way that they're okay with that. Now, unfortunately, our allies are gonna just take back all the Norwegian land here. And normally I would applaud that. But with Orkney being what it is... Ooh, we actually got given Elfsborg. I did not expect that. I thought the Danes would keep that for themselves. So now it's really just about the land here. Also, the Swedes are coming in there. How do we scare them off? I'm gonna allow attachment and make a move towards here. I don't want them to siege down their own land. I also don't want to... Definitely don't want to fight them. Oh, definitely. If I can avoid it, I don't want to fight them in those forests and jammed land. Also, there's probably rivers to everywhere. Dalaskogen, Oplander, Trøndelag, and Lapland. Not to Helsingland, funnily enough, because they're all straight fish rivers here. I take this battle if you must. Ideally before they take it back, but can give it a little bit of time. I want the Danes with me. Not getting outflanked seems worth the chance that the Swedes are gonna run away. Let's get in there. Again, we're taking into forest, getting that -1, but we have a very good general. Ooh, actual movement on the seas. The Brits are here without troops again. Really, if you rely on the Brits as an ally, we've already lost. Improve relations here. Haven't buttered up the Pope in a while. Might as well do that. Alright, can we see the new system at work already? No, because we just fear frontline combat with. We can see that the cavalry has been deployed to the actual edges rather than what it used to do, like deploy to here and not give any chance for infantry to flank. Now the way it has deployed here, now it can't flank at all, which is also kind of weird. Not trivial to do this properly, I guess. It's pretty good crunching. 2,600 against, what's that? 8,000 in a bit? It was probably mostly our troops, because the Danes were in the second seat. But it's still pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna chase them to death if we can. Obviously that means they're not gonna take back Norway. But maybe I'm just wrong about how the 100% thing works, and then we're fine. Or, alternatively, we'll find a way to peace out. Oh, I don't like this at all. Can I peace you out? No. Length of war. That's unfortunate. They're going to take back Smolensk. And with the Russians being deep in Polish heartland, they might... fighting some old believer heretics. They might end up just ravaging Muscovite heartland, which is not what we're looking for around here. Could you please leave, Danes? I'm getting attritioned. I want the money here. I don't want you to attrition me and take some of the money for yourself. That would just be bad. Yeah, Norway get to land, actually landed on, naval invaded by the Brit. Ooh, speaking of the Brit, 3 heavies, 3 transports, no troops on them, running into the Danish navy, which is probably not good for them. Okay, so from now on, we're mostly going to try and manage our current situation. Either we're looking for 5 years, 67, so we'd be done sometime in 72, I guess. Or we get the chance to peace out these people. And if that happens, now we get a siege race between the Poles and the Muscovite. So 1 siege pip here, no cannons of course, no siege pips here. Muscovite is ahead. Maybe. If the Poles get some of their heartland occupied, they might just be not interested in the war. That in combination with length of war ticking down. Not on medium enthusiasm already. If they were on low, they would definitely say bye. But right now they're not. Okay, so we're gonna try and manage this. We're gonna try to steal as much money out of the Swedish countryside as we can. And we should already look into the future. What's next for us? We really want the institution. If we're able to take Stockholm, which we might be able to, then we have a huge leg up on the institution. Because it's already embraced, or it's already fully present in the 13th development province. That's going to be much helpful. Oh, Norway did peace out. Nice. That's huge, I think. I think that's huge. And they actually took land. Cede Trøndelag to Sweden, renounced their cause in Finnmark. So now our friends, who are not Norway, always food, not friend, are going to siege down Trondelag for us. It should be handed over to us, no questions asked. Orkney is no longer a problem. And once the siege of Trondelag is done, we are in the position to have the 5-year thing. Now this is scary. As I was afraid, they're just going to run into Muscovite Heartland, and Novgorodian Separatists popped up. So there's a chance that at some point Muscovy says bye. And that will be very, very bad for us. And I keep looking at the ability to maybe piece out one of the co-belligerents here. Co-belligerents. They're not co-belligerent. One of the enemy junior partners. Now, once we have Trondelag, assuming that the Muscovite does not just peace out, and they're big enough that they might not gain a free stab, heck yeah. Assuming all that, I should have done this differently actually. Then as soon as the siege of Trondelag is down, my Danish friends and my Russian or Muscovite subject friends over here should go over and defend Muscovite territory, throw out the poles, and make this doable. I think. That's I think a reasonable conclusion. Okay, we're about to cap on our dip. Time to reconsider state propaganda. I don't think I can. Was there like a great idea group here? Policy, I mean. Let's see. I mean, divine idea combo is nice, but no. It's hard to take admin now. Not only don't we have much, but also we're gonna need a lot of admin to call the land we're gonna take. If all goes according to plan. Even taking admin ideas straight away for the 25% core creation cost, I don't think it's gonna help us in the short run there. Is there a point to trade ideas? I think we're too small for trade ideas to matter, because we can't really make use of all the merchants. I mean, sure, we could put a merchant to Krakow, and then it already starts being kind of iffy. Put one to Kiev, and steer into Novgorod, and then the ball. That's pretty weak. Maybe if we moved to the Libeck node, but we don't really. I don't think it does anything. Don't think it does anything. So it's not trade, it's not exploration, it's not maritime. Can't see a reason for it to be influenced right now. Or diplomatic. The one thing that diplomatic might do is enable us to stay in the alliances thanks to our diplo reputation. Tough, but might. But that's a huge if. I'm not interested in the new aristocratic ideas. As much as I despise horses. Can I really want to go with the new innovative ideas? Which again we can't do right now because of the lack of admin, but if we do plan to go with the new innovative ideas later, then we should probably be picking up, what is it? Is it like quality? Offensive has a really good combination and quality has a really good combination. Offensive right now doesn't really do anything for us. As long as we have a good general, it doesn't do much. I mean, not nothing. And quality has always been an iffy idea group. Love discipline. Love infantry combat ability. On the traditional, though not too bad. And then calf combat ability, ships. And then artillery combat ability. I kind of like that they nerfed quantity ideas, because otherwise I would just be falling back on quantity right now. Just right now. If it's not a dip idea, and it's not, then we don't need to think right now. Good. Let's just delay the thinking. Let's just buy dip tech, unfortunately, without Renaissance. But let's just do this and be okay. Alright, so we're moving our 6 siege whip general onto the fort to ideally free up those troops real quick, like. The reason I moved the other 1,000 guys on there before was that just in case our allies decide that the best idea is to just not siege anymore, but instead, you know, try to defend the Muscovite. Ooh, nice. The rebels are going to suicide themselves on that Polish stack in Novgorod. It's very funny because there's actually a chance that if Poland was winning this war, they would release Novgorod. But instead Novgorod goes and suicides themselves into the Polish army because you can't have invaders on your land, whoever it is, even if it's enemies of your enemies. I'm gonna wait for the monthly tick, but then I'm gonna consolidate my 1 stacks onto the 7 stack here, or the 8 stack. It's very, very dangerous to be spread like that on occupied enemy territory. Because there's probably a bunch of unrest here. There's not, funnily enough, a little here. A lot less unrest than I thought there would be. What with them being so occupied and war exhausted and stuff, but it's kind of fine. I have nice legitimacy. It's not very nice though. Do I want to marry Norway? It's kind of the one I really don't want to marry. Right? Oh. I mean, for one, Norway might be food in the future. And for another, surely we're not looking for a long time binding to Norway. You're hostile towards me? Oh, we didn't get the alliance. I thought that was automatic. They did join the war, but we did get the alliance. Huh. Probably because of that hostility. Just because we harbored a hostile inventor? Come on. You probably want my land. Did it say, did it? Did it say they want my land? They do. That's a thing. Can I marry the Danes? I can. I could if I had a guy. Who are we talking to? The Pope and Norway. Why am I talking to Norway? Let's come home from Norway. And then I'm gonna go ahead and marry the Dane. And that should help our legitimacy to grow, I think. And we lose 2, but we get 10 per. Now we're kinda old. And they're kinda young. Would like them to suggest the marriage, honestly. They didn't so far. I'm just gonna improve with the Muscovite instead and wait for the Danish invitation, ideally. Well, these guys were actually thrown off of... I mean, they probably left after that battle against the rebels, but nice, nice. Down goes Trondelag. Again, this should free up the allied forces to go and ravage through Polish troops here. We see the Danes coming in here. Now the Danes have to be somewhat careful. They're alone. They have no help. If they go fight the Polish and Lithuanians, they're just going to get crushed by reinforcements. It's somewhat likely that the Poles once, or that the Muscovite once Podole here falls, go back. Oh, actually kind of close to sieging out Poland. That's nice. Sieging out, piecing out is what I'm trying to say. The Londinium people are not so much into that. Oh, hey, Danish fleet, where are you going? Helgoland Blight. Good. Please go into the Kattegat and kill these Brits. Wonder if I can kill these Brits. Friends, Romans, countrymen. Skagerrak. Okay, they're coming in. Good. Good, good, good. That's not good. Somebody deal with these Socinian heretics, please. So I don't have to. I wonder if I should leave Sweden. With my army, that is. There's still stuff to loot here. There's the copper mine in Dalaskogen. Which is going to be broken down once we take it, but it might be worth improving. Yeah, I think I'm going to march over there. It's kind of weird, because we still might have English landing troops, English expeditionary forces showing up. And we might want somebody here to answer them. But on the other hand, I don't want these heretics here. Period. Yeah. Okay, are the Danes dealing with us? They are. Thank you, Denmark. You are truly a good friend. Okay, you took Podole down. Does that mean I can piece it out? Not quite. Just need a tiny bit more, like a victory or two in the east. And then that'll be good. Denmark surely is going to give that to me. Let's see why not. Another naval victory. My W's and my V's are not... I'm not doing them proud right now. Or they're not doing me proud. Whatever. I'm not proud of how I'm pronouncing them at this point in time. What's that siege? Oh, Podole. Okay. That's probably okay. Okay, we took that back. That may already be enough. No, one more reason. That might just be a length of war tick. And then the Poles can be thrown out. And I will just do that. I don't think I have any reason to keep them in the war. Ooh. It's gonna be a battle. It's probably a positive battle for us. It would be a big shame if it wasn't. Now, when the Poles are out, the Commonwealth essentially, then I think all danger has passed. The question just becomes, how do we end the war while the English are still in? Surely now I can. No, still not. But surely on the turn of the year, length of war will have done its job. We're losing money? Oh. Gotta go somewhere with money to raid. Go to Westerbotten. And what's left of the British fleet? We don't know. What? Okay. They weren't actually visible anymore. No, they are? No. Weird. December. January. Peace? Peace. White peace. Nobody gains or loses anything. They are merely negotiating for themselves. We for the entire alliance. Yes, that's correct. It's not accidentally do the wrong kind of peace here. White peace with the Polish. Gained conquest against a bunch of that land, sure. And 63% war score. Now, how does this change anything about the British acceptance? No. 72 is not too far away. We might just go for that 5-year peace. Now that full control is safely established. Can't believe you're still hostile. We're in war together. Just because you want my stuff. It's rude. No. Could you not be hostile, please? That would be excellent. Also, Denmark, would you offer me an alliance? They're not offering me that marriage. I'm just gonna do it myself. Hate losing the true legitimacy and maybe dying soon, but just gotta have it. There. Oh, paused. Like, why is nothing moving? Speaking of nothing moving, we probably gotta put a cut in here. Quickly consider, is there anything I can do with my diplomats to make this better? I could go insult scornfully at the cost of my prestige. Wait, did we marry to get legitimacy? We did, didn't we? Where's my legitimacy bonus? Do I need to wait a month? Yeah, okay. Could insult one of your rivals before I forget. That gives 25? I don't think 25 is enough to get us out of hostile. I think if we're over 100, that forces hostile to go away. I think. Let's go back to trying to gain favors with you. Where's the button? Influence action? Great favors. 0.1 each month. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. But I would really like a way to get Muscovy friendly for a while. Because we couldn't withstand a Muscovite assault yet. It would just kill us. Alright. Before I delay anymore, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything to say, please do so down there in that comment section. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.